Welcome to the Flying Lap, F1 News, your go-to source for all the latest and greatest in the world of Formula One. I'm your host, Jack, and today we've got some thrilling updates to discuss. So, buckle up and let's dive in. Today's Monday, May 20th, 2024. First up, let's talk about the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at Imola, where Lando Norris came heartbreakingly close to securing his second F1 win. Norris put up one heck of a fight against Max Verstappen, finishing just 0.7 seconds behind him. In the closing stages of the race, Norris managed to shrink a 4-second gap down to just over half a second, keeping all of us at the edge of our seats. Verstappen faced some handling issues, which gave Norris an opening, but ultimately, Max held his ground. But let's not forget the incredible form McLaren has showcased recently. Norris and his teammate Oscar Piastri have been turning heads with their spectacular performances, making their team boss, Zak Brown, incredibly proud, despite dealing with the ups and downs of Indy 500 qualifying from afar. While McLaren is making waves, Ferrari didn't disappoint at their home track. Charles Leclerc clinched third place, and Carlos Sainz came in fifth, despite some questionable strategy calls. The strong pace of the Scarlet cars throughout the race showed they're not to be underestimated. Speaking of Max Verstappen, his weekend was nothing short of extraordinary. Not only did he win at Imola, but he also clinched victory in the 24-hour Nürburgring sim race. How did he manage to do both? Well, Team Redline built a special racing simulator that was actually small enough to fit in his motorhome. Talk about dedication. After securing pole at Imola, Max jumped into his sim rig to take on the Nürburgring 24-hour race. Following some sleep, he completed another stint at the Nürburgring before jumping back into his Red Bull car for 63 laps around Imola. The result? A double victory, one in the sim world and one in the real world. Simply incredible. Next, we've got some news about Valtteri Bottas. According to reports, Bottas seems poised to make a return to Williams for the 2025 season, replacing Logan Sargent. Bottas, who started his F1 career with Williams, has been spotted having coffee with Williams' team principal James Vowles at Imola, sparking rumours about his possible move. Although Bottas played down the encounter, it's evident that negotiations are already stirring for the next season. Stay tuned for more updates on this intriguing development. Lastly, let's switch gears to an emotional tribute that took place this weekend. Former F1 champion Sebastian Vettel paid a moving homage to Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger at Imola. This month marks the 30th anniversary of their tragic deaths, and Vettel chose to honour them in a deeply touching way. He drove Senna's 1993 McLaren MP4-8, which he owns, and waved both Brazilian and Austrian flags, a nod to the tribute Senna intended to make for Ratzenberger. Vettel described this moment as one of the strongest emotions he's ever felt behind the wheel. It wasn't just about addressing history, it was about making people remember the compassion, courage, and legacy these drivers left behind. Vettel's tribute was met with overwhelming support, making it a truly memorable and poignant moment for all involved. And that wraps up this episode of The Flying Lap, F1 News. I'm Jack, thanking you for joining me today. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and tune in next time for more updates and stories from the fast-paced world of Formula One. Until then, keep your engines running and your spirits high. Safe travels, everyone. Safe.